Now the product insert. What our overall goal with the product insert is going to be, I'll tell you in a second. But the question is, are you going to have an insert, or are you going to have an insert and product instructions? It depends on how in-depth your instructions are. You can actually get an insert on one side and then the other side have your instructions, or they could even both be on the same side depending on how complex your product is, and there might not even be any instructions. So we're just going to go over kind of what you want to put on these and general elements. Okay, so the number one important thing is going to be branding. So this is your one touch point with the Amazon customer to actually share your story and make some form of connection. Amazon doesn't let you put websites or direct them anywhere or anything, but this is your one place where you can say what you want without worrying about the Amazon bot reading what you're saying or anything like that. So this is your freedom to get your point across, so do it well, okay? So we want to tell a story with this. Very fast story, okay? Okay, so stories are the most powerful thing in humanity. They can last among generations, and some of them may not even be real, who knows, but they last forever. Okay, so have you ever heard of Atlantis? Because I haven't. I bet you have too. Who knows if it's actually real, but it's a story that's stuck among generations, and there's tons of other stories around the world. And by telling a story that is, there's going to be some requirements on this story because there's a lot of bad stories in the world. A little bit about storytelling, what's the reason for this existing? Why would this person care? And you want to have a pattern interrupt, okay? So people really resonate with faces or graphics. Those are going to get attentions, the clickbait to get them in there. And then you could, if you're not comfortable putting your face, with putting your face, that's okay. Maybe get, you could just put anybody. Maybe put an employee or somebody in your target audience, ideally, or somebody that they're going to resonate with. Yeah, so a powerful technique could be to use a face because faces are the most shared and most likable things on Instagram, all social media. Faces really work. They get our attention. Whenever you see a face, you probably look at it, whereas text is just not a good way to communicate and get people's attention. Now, you don't have to put your face if you're not comfortable with it. I put my face on mine because I was part of the target audience and showed that I really cared and told my founder's story and why it existed, why I made this product and, this brand. And so that's what I went ahead and did. And basically your whole goal here, you want to interrupt the pattern and you want to show that this exists for a reason. And the main thing about the pattern interrupt is this is not a company. It's not some faceless corporation that makes millions of dollars who has people in India answering the phone and doesn't read or care about the customers at all. This is your main goal. Find your own way to tell your story and, playing around with interrupting the pattern and showing that you resonate and there's a reason why it exists. Everybody's got a different reason why their product and their company exists. So tell your story and play around with it. Overall, we're trying to make an emotional connection with them. Now, let's say you're selling to a broader audience. Well, think about the consumer needs. Why did they buy this? Why did I buy these? I love alpacas. But maybe even somebody doesn't love alpacas like I do, because nobody loves alpacas like I do, but they just wanted a funny swimsuit, okay? So they're obviously going to some event or something, and they want to stand out or express their personality. So they're obviously doing this for fun, a fun event. You would not wear this to a serious event or a professional event. So you would want to do a joke or maybe a fun story about how this existed, maybe like some parody that maybe isn't even true, because the whole point here is you want to be funny. So you can make some like fun, story or like some epic fake story about how the world didn't have these fun, we lived in a boring world or something. I don't know. Come up with a story. It takes more than 20 seconds as you're at 2 a.m. to make this. Anyways, put some time into it, play around with it, get some feedback from other people, but connect with why the person is buying it. Show that you care and you're an actual company. So what we're doing here is we're actually going to say that, we're not a corporation and that we care about our customers. And ideally that we're a part of the target audience. We had this issue, okay? And we saw this in the world and we wanted to make it. So then it's like, wow, I bought this product because it was the one that solved my needs. I'm grateful that this person made this. So, it's now instead of like, oh, well, our company came out with this new product this year, so it's just different like that. So that it's different like that. Even going ahead as I said, hey, I'm the founder. Here is the email address. and I read all of the emails, I solve all the issues, and I read all the reviews, and I truly care. And if you guys have even any suggestions for improvement or future products, I would really appreciate it. And I got a lot of emails. People actually responded, and Amazon took down some of my products and then was like, oh, they're not safe. Well, they were, but they took down everybody's. And people would actually respond to Amazon and still wore them through the eclipse. When Amazon said, hey, it's not safe, but they believed me because of the product packaging instructions and the brand story were so strong that they went ahead and actually believed me over the world's second largest company. So by really telling a story and, connecting with them emotionally, you can even trump Amazon in their trust. So, people like people. People don't like companies. That's the end of it. So tell a good story and show that you're a person or there are people behind it. Once you've done that, what's the actual goal here? Well, that's for branding, okay? If you don't care about brand, well, okay. Still show that it's a smaller company. You don't need to do this, giant epilogue to actually build brand then, but showing that it's a smaller company and still putting some of those aspects. We want to prevent negative reviews at the end of the day. So we say still, we're a smaller company. We answer, so essentially we want to make it very clear. If you have any questions, any problems, or any suggestions for improvements, please email us right here. Okay, we will answer. We read all of them, and we always make sure the customer is happy, because the number one goal of Amazon is to have happy customers and provide the best experience. You want to do this on the platform. This can get rid of all negative reviews, not all, but it's going to get rid of a lot of them, and you're going to be able to solve issues and actually learn and get engagement. And you'll find out that a lot of these people who reach out and you provide a good experience to them, you get a lot of positive reviews, and you actually find true fans from people who had an issue and you actually cared, whereas most companies don't care or respond to anything. So you do that. Don't ask for a positive review. Okay. Here's what you don't want to do. Okay. You don't want to say, hey, if you're happy, leave a review, please share it with your friends. If you're unhappy, contact us. You can get in trouble. You can get banned from that. Amazon does not want you Amazon does not want you diverting people so that only happy people are going and leaving reviews and all negative are going somewhere else. Our goal here is to say, hey, if you're unhappy, please contact us and we're going to fix this situation for you. Okay. And then we ask for a review in the actual email follow-up sequence. And that's the way to go about it. Because guess what? If you ask them to leave a review, how many people are going to say, wow, they just asked me to leave a review on this product insert. I'm going to whip out my phone or go on my computer and, do it. No, not going to happen. And if they're going to do that, they're going to do it anyways because they like it so much. So, it's not even worth your time, and there's a huge risk to it. So do not do this. Happy, do this. Unhappy, do this. Just, hey, we fix everything. Here's the way to contact us. Tell us about a story. So we want to get some form of contact with them. We had this one little card. This is our one shot on Amazon to get a connection with them. Now that we've done that, well, how are they going to remember us? It could just be a cool story. They remember, oh yeah, I remember that one cool company. Get them somehow, somewhere. All right, we need some bait or some value. Maybe even some clickbait if we got nothing else, all right? How we can do that? Warranty. Well, if it's warranty, if it's worth filling out a warranty, they could go and fill out the product warranty by going to a website and entering their email, because that's legitimate. Obviously, how are you going to know when somebody bought if you don't have them fill out the warranty? But, let's say it's the alpaca bag. Who needs to fill out a warranty for a bag, okay? Not going to happen probably. Let's say maybe there are some guide or instructions that are required for it. Maybe you made a little video guide on how to use it, or best tips and practices, or recipes, or something like that. Maybe you made the 22 ways to improve your alpaca, to make your alpaca happy. Something, I don't know. Anyways, you could do that. And then here's the other thing. Let's say there's no way, a really good way to get, a guide to them. It's not really warranty. And then also there's not really, any instructions needed or reason for them to go. All right. So right now, if you got nothing, you got no guide, you got no instruction, you got no warranty, you got to try hard. All right. We're going to make a joke or a pattern interrupt. So let's say, I don't know, something about Almanzo the alpaca, all right? And he's on a journey to go around the world, and he needs your help to do it. So follow him on Instagram as he is alpacaed his bags all around the country, all right? Boom. they're probably going to do that. If they just bought these alpaca swim shorts or this alpaca bag, all right, I'm going to go follow Almanzo, or at least I'm going to click, like, how am I going to not help him travel the world? Or something like that. You got to get more creative if you got nothing else. And you actually find that if you've made a custom product, you could get some pretty passionate fans, because I love this company, Tipsy Elves. I bought a snowman suit from them, wore that to Gary Vee. I wore this somewhere, and I liked it. So anyways, I love that brand now, and they did a really good job. They didn't even actually do anything like this. Now, if they would have, I would really love them, but their product was just such good for me that it was great. So that's how you're going to do that. You can ask to go like follow on your social medias. From my understanding, you got to be kind of careful. Don't do these following things though, okay? So here's a rule directly from Amazon. You can go look at the prohibitive seller activities, and it may update over time. And if there's a major update, I will make sure to update on my YouTube. So make sure you're following me there. But this might not get updated. So if there is an update or you guys see something personally, please leave a comment down below so that everybody can get updates as time goes on, because updating these videos is quite difficult. Highlights, this is directly from Amazon. Any attempt to circumvent the established Amazon sales process or divert Amazon users to another website or sales process is prohibited. Specifically, any advertisements, blah, blah, blah. So you can't do special offers, calls to actions, anything that leads, prompts, or encourage Amazon users to leave the Amazon website are prohibited. But essentially what they're talking about here is anything that is in the email messages or any product listing description fields. Now, the question is, it's kind of a gray area if can you lead them to your social media or to your website, but I think as long as it's for a relatively good reason, I think that it's fair. I think it's fair game, and I haven't heard of anybody getting in trouble for this, because think about it. People don't just sell on Amazon. Products are sold all around the world. So Amazon can't dictate exactly how every product in the world is made to be sold there. They want to sell every product in the world. So they understand that, you have to have customer support. You have to have product warranties. You got to have all this stuff. So brands have these, essentially what they're saying is when Amazon customers are there buying, you can't use Amazon platform to go and contact those people. But if they bought your product and they see your insert and they decide they want to willingly, as they're opening a product in their free time, go ahead and go to your website, I see no issue with that. But if you guys see any updates or have any, discrepancies with that, comment down below. But this is my personal opinion. Just don't do anything stupid. All right. What does that mean? Yeah, you should know if you're doing it. If you have to second guess it, like if Jeff Bezos were to look at it, would he just be like, dude, what do you do? Really? Like imagine just pulling out your product and your insert card on an elevator. Okay. Like we were Jeff Bezos, and would he just want to push you down the stairs? Okay. That's, I guess, the way I would say. So don't do those things. Don't do this happy, unhappy thing. That is a good way to get banned. They're really talking about that now and banning people for life even for this. So don't do that. Then don't ask for hey, we're going to give you a discount on your next product. And, we'd love if you give us a positive review. Never mix anything with an incentive and a review. From what I was reading, you may be able to offer them discounts only on future Amazon sales. But I haven't played around with that yet personally, to be honest. So let me know if you guys have played with that and if it works for you and what your thoughts are on it. So I hope that this was helpful. So this was pretty in-depth on your product insert, but it's your one piece you got to communicate with this customers. So if you're building a brand, you better put some time into it and have fun with it too, because nobody wants to read a boring corporate message. So, yep, on to the next video.